What's up, it's you for today's video with a full Blipbug evolution team. So we got Blipbug, Dottler, Orbeetle, and Gmax Orbeetle on one team. So we got 4 Pokemon to use. Probably not the easiest team without there, but it's a good thing that I've got Blipbug, right? That's the strongest Pokemon on this team. Now, if you want to check me out on Twitch, this is where I do all my theme teams, Pokemon Sweeps, Shiny Hunts, and other Pokemon games and games like that. You can check it out in the description. Twitch.tv/PIMPNITE. I'd love to see you there if you haven't already gone there. I stream almost every day. So we got 2 battles today, and this first battle was definitely the longest battle out of the 2, and it was quite interesting. Now, Blipbug doesn't get a very big variety of moves at all. If you've seen my Blipbug sweep already, it was actually a PIMPNITE undercover video, but if you've seen that one, you will know why. Let me show off these amazing moves are. So we've got Sticky Web, Struggle Bug, Recover, and Supersonic. They are almost all the moves that it gets. It's really, really bad. So we got a Leafy on lead here. They're going to go for a Leech Seed. I know I'm quite bulky, but, you know, sometimes you got to use the Blipbug Pro. So this Blipbug set is going to be max speed and max special attack. Now, this is Modest Nature on Struggle Bug. Now, Struggle Bug is its strongest and only bug-type move, so it's very, very weak, right? So on this one, I've got the ability Compound Eyes, right? So I thought, okay, with Compound Eyes, I can use Supersonic, so that'll bump up Supersonic's, like, horrendous accuracy, and, you know, I'll be able to confuse the opponent. So dropping that Sticky Web on the field too, because I'm actually running some speedy Orbeetles in the back, so I thought this could be, you know, come into my aid maybe a little bit later on in the game, right? So we're going to confuse this Leafon, and it's going to go for Protect. So it's a Leech Seed stalling set, basically. So they're literally stalling on my Blipbug. This could be the first time when I've used a Blipbug that I've actually had my Blipbug stalled out by another Pokemon. Normally it's just like, you know, one shot, goodbye. Now, of course, the item on the Blipbug is Focus Sash as well. And yeah, that's just there so I can get a guaranteed Sticky Web up in case I burst a very, you know, fast team. So the Leafon is going to go for a Giga Drain here, and I'm actually going to go for another Struggle Bug. So Struggle Bug's actually super effective, but it's not really doing too much to the Leafon, right? Now, Leafon can actually, you know, actually heal this off here with its leftovers and protect and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, Blipbug really can't do anything at all. Now, speaking of the undercover Pokemon sweep series, on Friday, I shall be putting one of them up. So today, when this goes up, it'll be about Wednesday/Thursday. So on Friday/Saturday, I'll have a undercover PIMPNITE sweep up. So I won't tell you what Pokemon it is, but it is going to go up. I'm sort of just, you know, working on it out now at the moment. It takes a very long amount of time to do all the edits and stuff. But that should be coming up this week. And then after that, why my Blipbug gets stalled out by this Leafy on the moment. And then after that, I have got I've got 4 more theme teams left. 4 more theme teams left until the DLC comes out, and then I'll be hitting everyone with, you know, all the new content and stuff. So there's a bunch of new theme teams I want to do. I've had a lot of people ask me in the comment section about, like, you know, the birds, the Reggies. Yes, I'm going to do teams on them. You know, the new Slowking, I'll do the evolution on them. Also, I'll do each strategy on each individual new Pokemon too, so I'll probably like a Pokemon sweep on each of them. And any other ideas you have with the, you know, Crown Tundra and stuff, please, like, leave them in the comment section below. I am actively looking for some, you know, new ideas and stuff like that to keep the game fresh. So, anyway, we're still bursting this Leafon with my Blipbug. Blipbug is finally going to go down. It took like 69 years. And, I mean, when you look at the damage that I did to the Leafon, it was totally worth that, you know, 3 or 4 minutes. So, Leafon's going to... Wait, I'm sorry, I had another leftovers recovery. I'm sorry about that, people. Look at that damage. So, my next Pokemon I'm going to send in here is my Orbeetle, right? Now, this Orbeetle is going to be running a physical set. So, I've frisked out its leftovers. I know that it's got leftovers, right? So, this has got Leech Life, Psycho Cut, Body Press, and Payback. Now, I decided, right, to run a bulky one with Assault Vest, and Leech Life is going to be on my go-to move right here. And now Leafon is going to go for the Leech Seed again. I got to get through this stalling Leafon, right? Now, Leafon's got pretty good defense, so I knew that I wouldn't one-shot it, so... You know, it's probably going to be about a 3-hit KO after the Leech Seed recovery and the leftovers, right? So that's all good. Plus, Orbeetle can heal off any damage it takes on Leech Seed or, you know, just other moves in general with Leech Life too, right? Now, it's also got a pretty good defensive stat too, so I thought, well, I may as well just whack Body Press on there in case I verse, like, another Pokemon that all of my other moves can't really do too much to, right? And if I, well, I'm not allowed to Dynamax this one, so I'm only allowed to Dynamax my other Orbeetle. So that was also the rules of these, you know, evolution teams too. But if there's any other evolution teams I haven't done or you think I should do that are like, I know there's a lot of ones that are 3 Pokemon, like say for example, the Trubbish evolution line. I haven't done that, but I'm looking for like the four or more Pokemon evolution lines that I haven't done yet. So Hoothoot's going to fly into the battle. It's going to go for a Hypnosis. Man, I was actually getting low-key worried here because I thought it might have like Peck. So it's going to get some health back there from the Leech Life. Not the Leech Life, the Leech Seed. Getting my leeches mixed up there. Actually, speaking of leeches, have you ever stepped in a swamp before and you go into the swamp, right, and then you pull your leg out and it's covered in leeches? That's got to have happened to someone in the comment section before. Let me know. Tell me that story. All right, so we're going to hit by your Air Slash there. It's a flinching, bulky Hoothoot set. And a little fun fact too, Hoothoot actually has two legs as well. It actually doesn't have like one. So a lot of people actually didn't know that, right? I'm sure someone will do some Hoothoot facts in the comment section. So we're going to take that Hoothoot out finally there, and it's going to be going down. First time I've seen a Hoothoot in a battle for a while. That was very, very nice to see. Next Pokemon we got is a Staryu. So I was like, okay, Staryu. Now, I've got running a physical set. If they are running an Everlight set, it will be able to take it really easy, and it does. And this set is going to be a Stolly Everlight Staryu set. Now, I thought, okay, Staryu's probably going to have access to Recover, and I know that it can get like some other bulky boosting moves and stuff like that too. So, I'm Poison right here. I could swap it out, but I was like, I've got my other Orbeetle. I might be able to go into one of my other, maybe my other Orbeetle, my G-Max one, or I could go into my Dottler, right, because I got this bulky Dottler set. So I was like, okay, I just want to see how much damage I can do to stay. I might be able to crit it with Psycho Cut, and it's going to trap me in Whirlpool. So my Orbeetle is going to be spinning around there, and I'm trapped in. So it's a Whirlpool, Toxic, Trapping set. I'm assuming Recover and one other move. I don't really know what the other move is. I mean, I've got an idea what could work on there, but there's quite a few options you could have. So Orbeetle is going to be going down to the Toxic and the Whirlpool on this turn, and we've got two more Pokemon to use. That was the difficult part of this team too. So Blipbug almost didn't count as a Pokemon. Like, real talk, it didn't even count as a Pokemon. It was literally just sticky web fodder. So now we're going to go into Orbeetle. Orbeetle is one of my favorite G-Max Pokemon. We got Expanding Force, Giga Drain, we've got Bug Buzz, and of course, we got a status move as well for Max Guard. So this is a weakness policy set. I'm running max speed and max special attack. And we got the Tyranitar swapping in out of the Staryu. So I was like, okay, at least I've got Bug Buzz against this thing. That'll be really good. And I've also got Giga Drain too, so I can heal myself off. Now, I was worried about any Rock-type moves coming from Tyranitar, but I thought, well, if it does use a Rock-type move, it'll actually activate weakness policy, and I'll be like a really, really powerful Pokemon then too. I also really like the G-Max move of Orbeetle too, although it's quite hard to make use of, right? You'd probably, the best use you could probably get out of it would be in like doubles, and then you could, make those low accuracy moves hits, right? But in singles, it's not all that great because it just doesn't last. The gravity doesn't really last long enough, right? So what I'm going to be doing, right, I'm going to go for the Giga Drain or the Max Overdrive, and I'm going to put that grassy terrain on the field, right? Now, my next grass-type move is going to be hitting very, very hard. So we've got some Sandstorm hitting me there, and Tyranitar, well, Tyranitar doesn't really take too much damage, let's face it. So it's going to take minimal damage, but the next hit is going to do a lot to it. So we're going to go for another Max Growth now, and that's going to do some good damage. And I'm also going to heal myself up at the same time. It's going to heal the Tyranitar up too, unfortunately. So now we got the Tyranitar go for a Dragon Tail. Now, Dragon Tail does minimal damage, and the power of Dynamax is actually going to block the Orbeetle from getting swapped out, which is good. Like, Dynamax is so powerful, right? There's only very, very few ways you can actually get rid of a Dynamax Pokemon on the field, apart from the opponent swapping it, of course. So I go for another Max Overgrowth there, and that's going to be pretty good. Tyranitar's going to go down maybe in the next turn if I go for like a Bug Buzz, right? So now we got the Aqua Tail, and it's got like two tail moves. I thought I might use a Rock move, but maybe they're scared of that I've got a weakness policy on this set, right? Maybe they don't want to activate it because it's going to be like a lot of trouble to get around them. So we got the little Orbeetle again. There's like a big spaceship down to a little spaceship, and we're going to go for a Giga Drain again on the Tyranitar, and it does very minimal damage here. I probably could have gone for Bug Buzz, but I thought I'd get some health back there. That'd be the best thing. So now they're going to go for a Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is going to land since I'm not running Dynamax on this one anymore. I'm out of Dynamax, not running it. I am running it, and we're going to swap into Dottler. So this Dottler set was pretty cool. It was a very, very bulky set. I actually haven't done a Dottler sweep before. I've done Orbeetle. I'm pretty sure I've done G-Max Orbeetle. If I haven't, I probably should. And I've done Blipbug. I think Dottler is the only one remaining I haven't done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Dottler out. I don't really want to verse this matchup just yet. And I'm going to go back into Orbeetle, right? Now, the Tyranitar actually went for Dragon Tail again. So maybe this Tyranitar has Stealth Rocks. but then I feel like it would have reset the stealth traps up to make use of that Dragon Tail. So I'm basically constantly swapping here. I really can't do much at all, and I will explain this Dottler set too, as I use it a little bit more. At this stage, I really couldn't make, amazing use of it because it was completely and utterly walled by Tyranitar, right? So I just went for Iron Defense because I kind of thought the Tyranitar would go for Dragon Tail again. Predicting me swapping back into Orbeetle, and Tyranitar's going to go for Dragon Tail, and Orbeetle's going to come back in, the Dottler's going to go out, all right? Man, it's like musical Pokemon at the moment. So back into Orbeetle now, and I can go for a Bug Buzz, a Giga Drain, and just end this Tyranitar. Like, I'm so sick of my Pokemon getting swapped out. So go for that Bug Buzz there, and the Tyranitar is going to go down. Goodbye, Richard. So on this set, right, I actually have run a Throat Spray set on the Orbeetle too. It's actually kind of fun. You can do that. But this weakness policy didn't get activated, so it wasn't as powerful, as I normally would be. So in comes the Lilligant here. I was like, okay, let's go for Bug Buzz. That's super effective. I mean, it's going to need a Sash to live, and of course, it's got a Sash. I'm like, okay, Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, like, what's this thing going to do, right? And first, it's going to go for the Sleep Powder. It's like, okay, my Orbeetle Sleep. This is bad. I mean, it's good that I took Tyranitar out because Dottler still has a chance because Dottler only has a Psychic type move, right? So that's why I was so worried about Tyranitar, just to fill you in on that one. Now, Lilligant's going to go for a Sword Dance. It's a physical set, so I was like, okay, well, I know physical Lilligant really, really well, and this thing has got a very, very barren, like a lot of grass types, it's got a very, very barren move pool on the physical side. So Facade is going to fail to take me out. I'm going to go for the expanding window, and the Lilligant is going to go down. Goodbye, Lilligant. So we're going to Staryu left and one other Pokemon, and this Pokemon scared me in the preview, man. So Barbaracle. So I was like, okay, it's really good that I've got Giga Drain on this set and I'm running a max speed set, plus Sticky Web is down the pill too, and Barbaracle is going to say goodbye, which is really, really good there. And plus Orbeetle's going to get a bunch of its health back, which is even better, right? So that would have been very scary, like that would have been able to destroy my team, right? So last Pokemon is a Staryu, and I was like, okay, Staryu's kind of okay, but depending on how bulky this thing is, right? So I'm going to be swapping out. I just want to see what it's going to do because I got an idea of my Dottler, and I don't want to really get trapped in with Toxic or Whirlpool just at the moment. So Staryu is going to go for Toxic. I thought, okay, I want to get as much damage off with Dottler as possible. I don't know if this has access to Recover yet. I haven't seen Recover. I've got a feeling it might have Recover, but I wasn't 100% right. So I thought I'd use Dottler to see out what other moves that it actually had. So I've got a Stored Power, Calm Mind, Recover, and Iron Defense set. Staryu's going to be setting up. Look at Dottler spin around in the Whirlpool. It looked amazing. All right, anyway, so I'm going to set up the Calm Mind here and the Iron Defense, and then I'm going to spam, obviously, Stored Power, right? Now, this would work even better under the Psychic terrain, too. It'd be hitting very hard. Plus, Dottler's very bulky, too, so that would be, really, really cool. So now I'm going to be spinning around again. Looks absolutely amazing. I'm just marveling my little bug, spinning around. And now it's going to go for Reflect type. Reflect type's a very curious move. What it does, right, it actually copies the type of the Dottler. So now Dottler, well, now the Staryu is like a Psychic type. It's quite funny, when I was doing this battle live, someone was like, well, what was the point of that? Staryu's already a Psychic type. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a Water type. It's sort of like those Pokemon you think are a type, but they're not actually a type. Like, maybe the best example I'd probably give is like Psyduck. Like, when I always thought of Psyduck, I was like, that's got to be a Water and Psychic type, right? But it's not, those sort of things. I was sort of strange that it wasn't. So now we're going to go for a Stored Power. Staryu turns out it did have Recover, and pretty much what I do, I just get rid of the, almost a lot of the damage that Recover sort of healed back then. Now, Dottler is going to go down to the Poison, and it's going to go down to the Whirlpool, right? Now, there is one thing left, right? The Staryu, well, their whole team has a Dynamax, so I know that Staryu has to be the Dynamax Pokemon. But Stoli Pokemon don't do so well on Dynamax, so I usually have to rely on stuff like, Whirlpool would be like, any, just as, I don't know, any of its Water type moves like that, like a weak Water type move, and Toxic wouldn't be anything, that'd be Max Guard, and that's pretty much all it can do to me, is like a Hydro Vortex, right? So we got, I think that was 2 or 3 minutes left on the battle, and the Staryu's going to get a little bit of health left. Now, since it's a Psychic type, I can hit it for a super effective Bug Buzz. Obviously, I can outspeed it. Staryu is going to hold on there, and now it's going to go for a Max Guard. Did I say Hydro Vortex? Well, I mean Max Guards. I'm getting my Z moves and my Dynamax moves mixed up. Sorry, people. It's been It's been how many generations now? Like, it's a lot of stuff to remember. So anyway, I get hit by a water gun, and I'm going to go for a bug buzz and take out the Staryu. And that, my friends, is the first battle. A very, very cool team there. I was definitely lucky that I had the sticky web down on the field too, and I was running a speedy Orbeetle to take out that Barbaracle. So I think that would have been the most problematic Pokemon. Same with Tyranitar, right? Next person we got is gets a Spicy Icy. Man, look at that Diglett card. It's a Mega Diglett. Anyway, imagine like G-Max Diglett, right? Like all the Digletts, like really, really big though. Like Dynamax Diglett looks like super, super funny, but imagine if you had like more of them like next to each other. Like Dugtrio, but like, you know, Dugtrio's like family, cousins, uncles, and pet rocks. You know, all those like Digletts and Dugtrios there. So we got a Gigalith lead. This is probably the best time. This is single-handedly, apart from my Blipbug sweep, right? This is single-handedly the best performance you're ever going to see. Blipbug versus Gigalith in your life. You're not going to see a better performance than this. So firstly, the Gigalith's going to go for Gravity. So I was like, okay, Gravity, that's interesting. I've got Gravity on my team too. Now, I'm going to get some Sandstorm damage. I thought, what I'm going to do is go for Sticky Web, and I'm going to make use of Compound Eyes Supersonic again, right? And maybe try and make this Gigalith hit itself in Confusion, which it does, so that's pretty good. It's actually got a pretty big attack stat, so it does kind of average damage. I think it's more of a bulky set, right? Judging on the damage, but that's more than Struggle Bug is ever going to do. I think that's like 3 or 4 those bug moves to actually equal that, right? So now Gigalith's going to hit itself in Confusion again, so that's 2 hits. I'm like, okay, that's really lucky, you know. I may almost get half damage on the Gigalith if I get super, super lucky. So go for another a Struggle Bug. Man, I'm getting these bugs are bugging me. And now we got the Gigalith. It's going to get confused again for the 3rd time, and it hits itself 3 times in Confusion. I'm like, wow, that's lucky. Now, as you know, I've got a Focus Sash as the item. I thought, okay, Sandstorm's ending this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to predict the Confusion to end, or them snap out of it. I'll live on 1 health when they snap out of it, and then I'll confuse them again, right? So they do snap out of it, and they're going to go for Earthquake, which I resist, but unfortunately, Blipbug is actually going to get critted by Earthquake. It's like, okay, I might be able to live an Earthquake outside of a 1-hit KO, right? And it's also got the Life Orb as the item too. So I thought, if I go for the Compound Eyes Supersonic here, and then I spam Recover, I might be able to beat this thing. This would be crazy. Anyway, so I know the Earthquake won't be a 1-hit KO. It do a lot of damage, so I'm not going to dispute that. So Gigalith hits itself again. That was 4 times. That's so crazy. I'm going to go for a final Bug here. A Bug Bug. I just thought up the best move, a Bug Bug. What would Bug Bug actually be, though? Like, would it be like a bug firing bugs at someone? Anyway, so they're so salty. I mean, they can't even do anything, but they've got to go for an explosion. And that was the only way to take my Blipbug out there on 1 health. That's the first time I almost took a Blipbug out, like a Gigalith and a Blipbug combination, like, got taken out by explosion. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. Like, I think that's the first time I used Blipbug outside of a Pokemon suite too. So now we got a Honedge coming in. I've got my Orbital. I'm going to frisk out that Choice Spec, so big props to using a Choice Specs Honedge, right? And it's going to drop its speed. Not that that really matter, right? It's not exactly a fast Pokemon. So go for Payback on my physical set. It does all right damage. This thing probably is going to be bulky enough to live like 3 of them. And now it's going to have Steel Beam. So it's going to fire Steel Beam out of its eyeball on my Orbeetle. And that's about, I'd say, about a 3-hit KO. Now, the bad thing about that is it does take a lot of recoil damage, and it's coming off Honedge's like awful special attack, so it's not going to be on the field for very long, but a very cool set there. Choice Specs Honedge with Steel Beam. I really like Steel Beam. It's a cool last move. So, next Pokemon is Silverfish, which is the Whippon. Can you guess what sort of team this is? It's a Thief team. Let me know in the comment section. So Orbeetle's going to go for a Psycho Cut here, and it does well over half health, and the Silverfish is going to wimp out right when I hit it with my Minecraft axe. Oh, I just spoiled the team. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Ender Dragon's going to come in. I mean, it was obvious anyway. And we got the Ender Dragon going for Toxic. It's a bulky set. Now, I was watching this, I'm no Minecraft expert, by any stretch of the human imagination, right? But I seen this thing, right, where they're versing the Ender Dragon, you Minecraft people, and they were using like a bed to like explode on it to do it like really, really quickly. I was like, what? That's crazy. Anyway, back to Pokemon, not Minecraft. I'm going to take some more damage there for the Toxic on my Orbeetle. Now, Orbeetle does have Leech Life. I thought that'd be pretty good. And another Hydreigon's going to use Tailwind. So it's like, okay, Hydreigon can get around the Sticky Web too, right? So that could be a bit of a problem. I mean, if I don't take it out with this Orbeetle right here. So getting some more health back on my own Orbeetle. This thing seems very passive. It's got it hasn't revealed any attacking moves at this stage in the game either, right? So it's like, does it have any attacking moves? Does it have like maybe something like basic, like Dragon Pulse, something like that? And now it's going to go for U-turn. So, okay, U-turn. That's not going to do that much damage to Orbeetle. So they're going to swap out the Hydreigon, and they've still got 2 other Pokemon. They've got that Wimpod, and now they've got the Lantern, which is not Lantern, it's Lampent. God damn it! So Lampent is going to get some speed drops there, and I'm going to be going for a Leech Life on the swap. So they're easily going to be able to live that one. I don't know if it's Everlight. It probably doesn't even matter anyway because it resists it so much, right? So I've probably got like I could hit it with like 1 payback, and then I think I'm toast because it's going to use a fire-type move, right? Well, I'm literally going to be toast, right? So outspeeding and go for payback. That's the only thing about payback. If it goes first, it's only 50 power, and it doubles after that. So Lampent's going to go for a Trick Room here. So it's like, okay, Trick Room, that's good. It's good if I'm able to get 1 payback off, but I was thinking, I think I might just go for a fire-type move and take me out, right? And instead of going for a fire-type move, they're going to go for a Sunny Day. So like, okay, this is a Trick Room Sunny Day set. This thing's going to be really slow, and it's going to be hitting very, very hard too because the sun's up, right? So going for that payback, and you can look at the difference in the power of payback there using a move second, right? And Orbeetle, of course, is going to go down to the toxic damage. That's cool. I've still got an Orbeetle left, and I've still got a Dottler left, right? Can't forget Dottler, people. The Tailwind's going to peter at the same time as the Trick Room, which is pretty good timing for them. Now, bringing in my Dottler now, I was like, okay, let's see what it's going to do. And then it pops up an Overheat, mate. My Dottler, man. My poor little Dottler, like its galaxy brain got like fried. So Dottler's down, there's nothing I can do about that, and I've got my Orbeetle left. But then I was like, wait, if I swap in Orbeetle now, it's going to be at negative in special attack. Plus, if I G-Max, which I'm going to do, they're going to activate my weakness policy. Unless they detect I've got a weakness policy, which would be whack. But I was hoping, I was hoping to just do a fire-type move, and I'd be good to go then. Now, there is a Hydreigon left, there's a Lampent obviously on the field, and there's a Wimpod. I wasn't too worried about Wimpod. It might be able to do a little bit of damage with a bug-type move. That's about it, right? Anyway, so we got Orbeetle here. I can go for any move just to take it out, and then I go for Psych-Up. Like, Psych-Up's not going to copy anything, right? And I was hoping that it'll hit me, so my plan sort of backfired there when I went for the G-Max Gravitas, or whatever you call the move there. So, like, Gravity is going to be effect, and Lampent is going to go down. So maybe they suspected I had weakness pulse. That really didn't... I didn't really want that to happen because I wanted to boost, right? So in comes the Silverfish, which is the Wimpod. And Wimpod is going to be able to actually outspeed me here because of the Trick Room. Sick Web's actually helping him out in the Trick Room too. So it's going to go for the Leech Life there. It does a lot of damage considering it came from like a Wimpod there. And Leech Life is going to do the same job as the, the weakness policy Overheat would have done from the Lampent, right? So it's going to boost the attack and special attack, and now I can go for any move and take it up. So I thought, okay, let's go for the Overgrowth here. Did I fire those seeds out of my Beam Me Up Scotty Beam? I'm not sure. So Silverfish is going to go down, and we have the Hydreigon left as well. Now, interesting thing about the Hydreigon, it actually, when it goes onto the field, right, is actually going to be forced down by gravity. So it will essentially be affected by the Sticky Web, which is a really, really cool thing, right? Now, the Trick Room has ended there, and in comes the Ender Dragon, which, as you can see now, it's going to get affected by the Sticky Web. So gravity's really cool, and I can go for a Max Flutterby on this thing. It's going to be super effective. I don't even know. I believe even if they went for an Overheat, then a Leech Life, I don't think I would have gone down because they were at -2 in special attack. This thing is quite bulky too as well, so it would have been close, but I don't think it would have changed the course of the battle too much right there. So there's one more Pokemon left, and that is Obsidian. So like, okay, what's that? And that's going to be Necrozma, Shiny Necrozma. So that's actually a fire name for, like Shiny Necrozma, if you're doing a Minecraft thing, right? So I'm out of my G-Max, so I was like, okay, I've got the Weakness Policy up. I've got a Bug Buzz. This is going to do a lot of damage, right? So go for the Bug Buzz, praying for no Focus Sashes or anything like that. And it just lives right there. And it's got Weakness Policy itself. I'm like, what? There's no way this just happened. And instead of going for like some sort of random move, well, it did go for a random move. It went for Hyper Beam. I thought it might just go for a standard move, but I think it fired that out of its nose again. And Orbeetle is going to go down with a Hyper Beam. Man. I hope you people enjoyed that second battle. That was crazy. Thank you, Spicy Icy, for the battle. And I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow for another video. Peace.